Are you mortified by that sexy question? What do you want me to do to you? Because I for sure was for a long time. Because what do you do when he genuinely wants to please you and your mind just goes blank? Or worse, you know what you want and what you need to feel pleasure, but the words feel impossible to say out loud. Yeah, you are not alone. Almost 70% of us women struggle to verbalize what we need and what we want in the bedroom, even when we're with partners that we completely trust and have been with for years sometimes. I was just talking with a client earlier today who struggles with this exact thing. And her husband is super amazing and he's very supportive. He wants sex to be better for her and he is very open to having these conversations and exploring and figuring out what to do with this. And she just freezes because she thinks, I have no idea, or I can't say that out loud, or what is he going to think? So she defaults to like, what we usually do is fine. And then she feels disappointed when it's just fine. And he's disappointed too because he can tell that she's not really into it. So he's not really into it, and it's no good for anybody. I have talked about this scenario with every single one of my clients because speaking up about what you want is one thing. And it can be really tough if you worry that you're going to hurt your partner's feelings on top of that, right? It's hard to say the thing alone, but what if you hurt their feelings? What if he thinks he's not doing a good enough job if you ask him to shift gears? But deeper even than that, usually when this happens, it's a sign that somebody struggles with pleasure. The words don't come. They're genuinely not sure what they want. They feel too vulnerable to make a request because they have mixed feelings around allowing themselves to feel pleasure. And this can be such a sticking point, especially in relationships, because nobody is a mind reader. People come to me all the time and they say, well, ERINN, like, tell me the foolproof way to be a good lover. I can't tell you that. That doesn't exist because everybody experiences pleasure differently. Some people really like nipple play. Some people hate it and find that it's really uncomfortable. Some people like direct clitoral stimulation, and for some, it's way too intense, right? So it's okay to not know what you like right now. It is okay to be like, I'm not sure. I want to know this stuff, but I don't know where to start, right? The struggle to articulate this usually comes from three sources I have found. One is the fear of rejection or judgment, right? If you say something and your partner's like, well, that's really weird or that's too much, it's the fear of judgment and backlash. Two is worrying about hurting your partner's feelings or damaging their confidence, right? Them feeling like they're not doing a good job. And three is not knowing what you like. And that's okay. It is okay if you don't know what you like right now. This is not just some inherent knowledge that everybody has. So if you haven't explored this, how would you know? You don't need to know exactly what you want to start improving sex. Start with curiosity, not judgment. What sensations tend to feel a little bit better than others? What activities do you tend to be more open to or interested in? And when something does feel good, get curious about why. Is it the pressure? Is it the anticipation? Is it the temperature? Is it the intensity? Just get curious. This approach is particularly powerful because it works even better when you are still discovering what you want. It helps you challenge the sex expectations and create space for sexploration rather than having to have this immediate clarity and be able to give a whole speech to direct your partner. You don't need to do that. You don't have to put it in a PowerPoint and say, here's the graph. You don't need that. Every single woman in my program has struggled with this exact issue. Every single one of us, myself included. But here's what happens when my clients actually work through this. They discover not just their voice and how to use it, but they get to discover their unique pleasure map. Having your partner on board for exploring this is super important, but you are the only one that knows what different sensations feel like for you and in your body. So you need your own map, the arousal triggers for you that are going to kick that system on because it feels good. And no, this transformation does not happen overnight, but it does happen consistently when you have the right guidance and permission to explore without all the pressure. So right now, I actually have 3 spots open in my Desire to Fire program where we work specifically on bridging this gap between knowing what you want and being able to ask for it, even if starting out you have no idea how to do that. So click the link below to book a call with me to see if this approach would be right for you based on where you're at and what you're looking for right now. The women who take this step tell me that it is the moment that changes everything for them because it doesn't just change their sex life, it changes how they advocate for themselves in all other areas of life. So let the pressure off, allow yourself to explore pleasure because both you and your partner will benefit from that. Let that be your motivation. If it's hard to think about doing this for yourself, let that be the motivation that this is helpful for both of you. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you next time.